Hello, everybody. I am Sun Psychic Jean, and welcome to Your Connection to Spirit live readings with Kikaru Spiritual Journeys Terry Suzuki
Hi,
and
everybody.
Wisdom Seeker Joan.
Hi, thanks for having us, Jean.
I love introducing you ladies. That's so much fun. Your connection to spirit, everybody. I'm so excited. I feel like the band is back together and we're going to have lots of fun. It's spring. And look at that background, would you? Oh my gosh. It's really great. It's really great. It really lifts my spirits. And that's one of my intentions when I come on and do readings now is to help to lift people's spirits and raise their vibrations. So, hey, Craig Dixon is here. Wanda Grant is here. Gary for Grace. Hello, everybody. Thank you all for being here. Lovely to see you. And what I'd like to do, Pierrot is here. I wanted to show everybody, and I did get the ladies' permission, just so you know. I wanted to share with you some of my newest creations. Oh, let me take that off for just a second. So this is my landing page. When you first come in, come. I should do a contest. When you first come in, you come onto this page, and down here are all of my readings. And I did just revise some of the language on my website. So I might like offer somebody a free 30-minute session if they find any typos. Because, when you start redoing everything, you never know. You think you check it all. And then the next tab over here is brand new, everybody. It is digital offerings. I'm offering digital offerings. That's what I'm calling it right now. If you think of a better term. And what I'm doing is psychic readings by email. And you can look here, and there is a introductory offer beta pricing. It's an introductory offer for just getting started. You'll see one question here, three questions here, and there's a limited special offer, limited time, I should say, special offer. And you can read all about it down here and you can make your choice. And then I also am preparing for spiritual guided meditations. And these will be a download that you can go back to over and over again and do the meditation because it is with practice, it is with regular access. And I think that when we work together and create this, it really does help to strengthen your abilities. There is a guided meditation here, which is the regular price. And then there's a special introductory offer, which is this meditation, but it's at a special price. So when you go on, you can read a little bit about it. And and when you click on the attend and go through you have to choose one. You'll be sent a link, and in that link will be you'll be sent an email receipt, and in that email will be the link to the guided meditation. And as long as I don't move it, you'll be able to access it as many times as you want once you've already paid for it. So that's really exciting for me. And you see, I'm leaving lots of room here for more digital offerings. Then over here on my events page, I have my psychic study practice group coming up this Sunday, April 12th. It's at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. If you're interested, also, I wanted to let you know for the next couple of Sundays, I will not be on YouTube. I will be doing live readings in person at psychic fairs. This one is in Bowie, Maryland, and that's on the 19th from 9 to 4. And the next weekend is on the April 26th, and this is in Frederick, Maryland. And they're like 1 hour this way and 1 hour that way. So they're opposite locations from each other. But I'm very much looking forward to these. I also have another special event about learning about sacred geometry, the hidden language of the universe. That's on Sunday, May 3rd at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 Pacific. I have another psychic study practice group for May. And then here is my next psychic fair. And when you guys hear me say it's psychic fair season, you're like, yeah. Now you know it's psychic fair season. It's almost like every other weekend. But Terry will tell you she does a lot more of these than I do. She's an amazing reader. She does so many of these psychic fairs, and that's who inspires me to keep going. And this is the Natural Living Expo, and this is in College Park, Maryland, which is very close to where I live. And that's on Sunday, June 7th. I have a couple more. I have a Sun Moon Rising event. This I'm going to do with Valerie from Illumination Portal, a little bit more intimate, one on one question and answer and readings. It'll be lots of fun for this. And finally, the psychic study practice group in June is on June 21st. So I have a lot of new things coming up. I'd love to have you come in, and I do want to do actually I do want to have more. Oh, sorry. I do want to create more things where we can get together, have fun and learn. Have fun and learn. Have fun and learn. So I'm going to see. I know that looks like a lot, but I'm going to see if there's another way that I can add it to it so it doesn't look so long. But so I am very busy for the next couple of months, but that's what I like to do. In April, I always like to set up the quarter, April, May, June, and work out my whole schedule.
I've
So
got questions.
yes,
So on your email or reading by email, do you, which I think is genius, because that way, people who are in different time zones and they can't make the regular times, they can just send you an email and you can respond to it. But are you going to respond with like a private video, or are you going to respond via email and type it out?
I'm gonna respond by video because my expression and my going into connecting to spirit and then letting you know. So what I'll do is I'll get on a video, a recording, and I'll read your question and then I'll answer it for you and then I'll send you that recording.
That's great. I had one recently where something came up and I couldn't make the regular the appointment time. I said, just send me your questions in an email. And I typed it all out and it was like, geez, that took hours. It would make much more sense to do it the way you're doing it. So of course you're
As a response. Yeah. And each question is 100 words or less, like just try and stay concise and pointed. I mean, not as short as the ones here, but like 100 words or less, I think that's enough to get one question. And, try not to tell me too much. Just give me the scenario. And I'm really looking forward to the events. It's going to be lots of fun.
Yeah.
And I see Bama Merritt is here. Hi, Bama Merritt. Nice to see you. Garija, Donna McCormick. Wiz Lightkeeper is here. The Grown Zone is here. Aw, yeah. Now the band's all back together.
Yeah.
And here's Elise is here. Wanda Grant, Willow 22, Carrie VT is here, and Pierrot and Craig Dixon. I think this is where we started. So nice to see everybody. So go ahead. Let me put this banner. Please post your questions in caps and emojis. Questions are chosen at random. And we are so grateful to all of you for being here. We're grateful to all of the members. And I'm going to let your members, I'm going to have a members only, and I'm going to let you guys know what the specials, because it's too much going back and forth. It's a lot of new things coming up. I'll let you know which things that you have access to at least half price, and which things you are just going to be invited to automatically because you've already paid for your membership. So some of those events you'll be automatically invited. Other of those events, it'll just be half off. Like for instance, the psychic study practice group is 50% off for all the members, but I have to give you the code. I'll give you the code in the members only when we get together. And let me just see. Right. So, ladies, how was your holiday and or your past weekend? How are things going with you while I star some questions?
Well, I'll just jump in. Well, I had a nice Easter. I went to my daughter and my grandchildren's house and hung out, and it was just laid back. And it was a lovely day. We've had two really, really beautiful days in the Pacific Northwest where the sun was out. There's just the teeny tiniest of breeze, so you didn't get cold, but it was just lovely and beautiful, sunny. How was yours, Joan?
I had a great time. This is the second year I've done it. I've invited neighbors in from 1 to 3 different households. So they are altogether, there were 11 of us. Like my son and his girlfriend, they couldn't make it because they were working and everything. So I just, all 3 of these families, they don't have, they've moved from somewhere else and their extended families are elsewhere. So we've just started our own tradition and they loved it. And it was great because my late husband and I always used to do family dinners, and, for the big holidays and everything. And so now I'm learning all the things that he used to do. And it's kind of fun because I've got his recipes written out in his handwriting to do, this is how you do the salmon and all of that. And so it was just a really, really fun time. And I think everybody enjoyed it. And they left saying, well, this is our new tradition. You have to do it again next year. So it was really fun.
Do you does your family do egg hunts?
There was no egg hunt this year, but I heard about egg hunts in the other families that were there.
Our family always does egg hunts with the little plastic eggs and some candy, and then we had clues in them because there was another game going on as well where you had to collect enough letters to make a word. And then my son-in-law, who is very funny, he's a very funny guy. He always throws in a few "life is not fair" eggs, and those eggs tend to have grass and a stink bug in them. So
a little real life thrown in there.
yeah, you might get a "life's not fair" egg.
That sounds fun. Yeah. So
Okay, so we're ready to get started.
Perfect.
And so just so everybody knows, this is a public forum, and we are able to tune into your energy because you're here and you're giving us permission. We're able to tune into your loved ones because they're on the other side and they are with you. However, we are ethically bound to following strict protocol and respect other people's energy, and we need their permission to go into their energy and tell you anything, especially on a public forum. Just put yourself in their place. And how would you feel if somebody went onto a public forum and asked to find out about you and what you were thinking? How would you feel about that? That would be a violation of your privacy, really. It's just we can't do that. We can't do that spiritually and ethically and respectfully. So I just wanted to explain that so everybody understands. All right. So Wanda Grant, she said, may I have a message today? Been having a rough time with my finances. Oh, Wanda. So Terry, would you like to go first? And you can take your time, and
Okay,
then we'll just do a circle like this. But take your
okay,
time if you have.
sounds good. So one of the things that your team has showed me right away is they're showing me you sitting and meditating. They're showing me you just going inside and just kind of lifting your frequency by going inside, by doing a tiny bit of meditation. And really, when I say meditation, I just mean some quiet time where you're trying not to go through your laundry list, your grocery list, your bill list, all of that. Because what they're telling me is you are worthy, and you are worthy of having good finances. And what they want you to do is go in and have a little quiet time each day to kind of raise your vibration a little bit. They want you to raise your vibration to kind of match the frequency of having good finances. Okay, so show me more about that. What does that do? So what they do want you to do is quit. Don't worry so much. Know that you are in your team's hands and they are going to provide for you. And they want you to increase your frequency by meditating, by just having some quiet time, by putting in some trust. And it wouldn't hurt to even just have some things you want to say during that meditation, like money flows easily to me. My finances match my frequency of abundance. Things like that. And it will start to get better. Let me just tap in again. Will it start to get better? Yes. They said yes. Okay.
Beautiful. When I tuned in, the first thing I saw was a little girl she kind of looks like from a storybook or something. And it like from the 60s or something. She had little red tennis shoes on, and she was wearing a little skirt like people wore back then, or a dress. So, and then I saw her running down around a track, like on, the track and field day at your high school or something. And she was taking these hurdles. And so it was like, no, look, she's not old enough to do that. So it feels like it's like you're a young person, like you're doing something new, and it's a little bit frightening and a little scary, and you don't get it right all the time. But she got over those hurdles, and it was a huge jump. And those little red tennis shoes, like with a little rubber thing on the toe, would hit and a little bit and make the hurdle kind of go like that, but it stayed up. And it was like, wow, I made that hurdle. Okay, let's see if I can do the next one. She went all the way around the track and did the thing going through the tape at the end. So it's not perfect, it's hard, but she had the confidence to do it, and she did it. And with every hurdle, she gained more confidence, like, okay, I did that one. Let's see if I can do this one. So good. So yeah, it's like, this is new to me. I'm only 8 years old, but I can do this. This is a big challenge, but I'm going to do it. And I'm getting chills. And then went to cards. I got the Ace of Cups, which is a new beginning. And in terms of love, and this I think means I love myself. I love that I'm this little girl and I'm doing something hard. And this is to say, love yourself through it. And this is, and say, yep, people learn new things all the time. It's not always easy, but I can do this. I also got the Nuthatch, which is all about perspective. And this is, Earl, you'll get past it. Yes. Just like Terry was saying, you need a new perspective on saying, and kind of talking yourself into it. And I also got, like if you're just walking down the street and you see a penny on the street, saying, this is pick it up and say, this is a sign of prosperity. And I bless this and I multiply this 1,000 times or whatever it is. Find every opportunity to talk yourself into abundance. And even I was getting the idea of having like 2 different videos in your head, or to recognize them. When the video or the story about, I don't know how I'm going to do this, and it's all the lack and the worry and the concern, and you're seeing like, the bank account's going down and down. Flip it to a new channel. Just like if you're watching something and it's too scary for you on Netflix or something, you have to flip over to something, something just kind of better and not so frightening. Have that other story in mind. Tell yourself the story of the little girl who's going around the track, or make up your own story of, yes, I can do this. And that's the nuthatch perspective, because you've got it in you, just like the nuthatch can go up the tree, up this way and down that way, very flexible. And then I got Archangel Sandalphon, who's saying center and ground, and do take that moment to breathe, center yourself. And it's kind of like you have this whole arsenal of tools where you recognize, yeah, this is hard, but I feel myself going into kind of catastrophizing or whatever. It's like, no, I can think about the little girl, I can pick up the penny, I can move from one video to another, or I can just sit here and breathe and meditate until that goes away. And as you get through this whole period, you'll not only have your finances in better order, but this is a challenge, a teaching challenge too, that's going to allow you to surmount other challenges. So let's just see, is Wanda going to be able to get through this period successfully? It's going around. Yeah, and you are. It's really kind of bouncing around. It took a while, but it's going to turn out. One of my favorite mantras when I'm in a difficult period is to just say, I trust in God and his love and care for me. And you can say in spirit and source or whatever, but have something like that in your pocket too, when the fear comes up, to just start repeating that again and again and again and again. So those are the tools that I got and the response I got for you. How about you, Jean?
Beautiful, Joan. Thank you so much. And Miss Wanda Grant, you're the best. Thank you so much. She just said, I just said that yesterday, just a hurdle that will get past. And that's 90% of it, really. Your attitude, your conviction, your tenacity, not letting it get the best of you. And I know this is let me just let me move myself there, and then I'm going to do something I rarely do, but I just pulled some cards for you, and I got the 9 of Pentacles, which is fruits of labor, rewards, luxury, self-discipline, and financial independence. I mean, so I'm like, I have to show her. I have to show her, because I wanted to know what was in Wanda's highest good. What is going to be make from all of these hurdles she's going through. I also see speed. This is the 8 of Wands, manifesting quickly, quick decisions, and so this is what I see here: manifesting quickly. It'll change for you in rapid sense. Mental clarity. It's the Ace of Swords. Mental clarity. New ideas, success, sharp mind, and this is what I have for you. So you will figure this out. You will have the clarity, the ideas. Things will change rapidly for you. And I also see that it is almost like an opportunity for you to prove to yourself what you're capable of, and to rely on yourself and be proud of yourself. It's almost like this is your opportunity to pull up the bootstraps and to, work it out. And I know that you can, and I know that you will. And I feel like there's going to be something else that's going to help you. Something's going to change. Something's going to lighten up. Something's going to be different for you, that you won't have to be under such a tight budget, so to speak. And if you want, there is a really beautiful woman, Wanda. If you want, you can email me and I will send you a link to a woman who she does finances, and she's a mature woman, and she is on her own, and she shares all of her secrets. She tells you where to get the best deals, how to get the best deals, how to negotiate things, how to fix things. How she's an amazing individual. I just love, me. I love finance. I love saving. I love, saving actually. And she's really she has brilliant ideas, and she's, not like a, come call me and I'll show you how. She just says, hey, look, this is how I'm doing it. And it's really cool. So if you are interested, just say, Jean, send me that video and I'll send it to you. But if not, there's lots of things out there. But I think that might be something that might help you. So thank you very much, Miss Wanda. Okay. So let's go to Craig Dixon. Craig is next, and after Craig is Bama Mirit. So Bama, if you're still here, just say hello. And so Craig said, in recent dreams, I felt I've done many things, so many that I'm exhausted when I awake. Am I all right? Am I right? At the close of the last dream, Clara smiled and blew me a kiss and waved at me. Then I woke up. I do feel like you have active dreams. I do feel like I'm not sure that it should exhaust you. Try and put a mantra and say, oh, sorry, I'm going first. I just jumped in. But try to find a mantra that says that you feel invigorated and revived and renewed each morning when you wake up after having beautiful, active dreams, because your body is sleeping when your mind is busy, and your mind doesn't use any of your physical energy. So maybe try that. How about you, Miss Terry?
Well, I was just kind of looking into that and trying to see what I can see about that. I do think that he's working hard in his dreams. And I also, because I've also noticed in my dreams for the past, like all of March, it seemed like I was working in dreams, and I could remember just parts of them. And it was like, why am I working on that? Why is it the same thing all the time? And so let me just pause here a moment to kind of go in and see what might you be working on? Um, what they showed me was that you are working on things on the other side to also increase your frequency. That you have an unusually strong ability to interact with Clara. But that means that you actually have a higher frequency that you can do even more. And so I believe that they have you at night working on increasing your frequency so that you have a little bit more of a reach. Okay, tell me more about that. Is he going? You might have a new guide coming in. That's what I'm also getting, that you may have a new guide coming in. And right away, Clara lets me know that she doesn't want you to be worried about that. It's okay. It seems like this guide is kind of very practical. Okay, that's what I'm getting.
Cool. What I got when I tuned in was I saw you you were a figure on a horse, a flying horse that looked like Pegasus, big white stallion with wings. But it's weird because, just flopping around and looking down at the earth. So you're kind of getting a new, higher perspective on things. but I thought it was weird that I was seeing this from behind. And I got the idea that there's some force that's sort of pushing you to explore this and to see things from a new perspective. Yeah, from a different viewpoint. And then I went to the cards and I got the Hermit, kind of, maybe this is the new guide leading you in the darkness, but I got it upside down. So it's like, I get the idea that you need to turn it right side up. Don't fight it. It might feel different than what you're used to or whatever, but just agree that, okay, I'm exploring new things. I'm seeing things from a new perspective, and this guide is going to be a safe guide to help me explore these things. It's like there's some resistance to it or something like that. I also got the Vulture, accept the inevitable, let go of the past and let a rebirth begin. So I think this is kind of the same thing, that, okay, I'm used to doing things this way, but now this is something new. So just say, okay, show me, let's, again, a big winged creature that takes a high perspective too and transmutes things and anyhow, you can kind of work through that, the symbology of that. But again, I think it's like, kind of like they're taking you to a new level. And then once you kind of do those things, I got unleash your magic. So I think this is a wonderful path, but it's a little different for you and it feels weird at first. So just say, do all that protection. When I touch Clara's picture, my hands get hot. Sometimes I can feel her heartbeat. That's so cool.
Oh, that is so sweet. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful, Craig. Thank you so much.
Okay, can I say one more thing? I think
Yeah.
the big wings that I got on the Pegasus and on the other bird are, maybe it's something to do with, you're so close with Clara, but maybe it's something about, okay, let's take that power and expand it somehow, use it in a new perspective too. In addition, not to let her go, but there might be more in that energy, another stream of that energy that you could use in a new way.
Ah, sort of like a liftoff or a helper, like
Yeah.
a lift up. What do you
Yeah.
call it when you help somebody up?
An
So
assist.
a lift. And this is Wisdom Lightkeeper, and she's just sharing. She said, I'm still working on my taxes and I'm listening to the show. And her power animal, the red-tailed hawk, has visited each of the last 3 days while working on her taxes. She did the power animal event with us, met her power animal and asked for validation, and was just absolutely bewildered with how many times her power animal has shown up, just to reiterate, just to confirm, we've got you, we're here, we watch your back, you're not alone, and you're on the right track. All of these things. It's so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Wisdom Lightkeeper. That really did, it just lifted my spirits for sure. I know, right, Tracy? She's like, that's amazing.
And especially for doing taxes, to have a sharp-eyed hawk looking at all those little details for you. That's perfect.
I know. We could extrapolate that for a little ways out. So I don't see anything from Bama Merritt. BAMA, Bama Merritt. Are you still here? Please say hello. And Elise Geese, if you're still here, please say hello. And
there's Bama Merritt.
Okay, good.
And
Great. Elise, you'll be after Bama. And whoever goes first can go first. I don't want to. Thank you, Elise. I see you. Thank you. Hey, Diamond Girl. Thanks for being here. Hey, everybody. Diamond Girl's back. I love that name. So Bama says, my husband and I have decided to divorce, but I do not have money. How do I move on from this? Should I move to another state? Oh, They just told me the state of bliss. That's the
Ooh, wow.
that's the state. So you do have money, but probably not until well, you talk to your lawyer because it you are entitled to money through through during the process. I don't know what the words are. I don't know what the terms are, but you're entitled to have shared income during the process until the settlement is complete. Let me see. Do either of you have anything? You can go first.
I don't have anything yet, but I am getting there.
So, are you near your family, Bama? Because I do feel as though if you have a support system, either friends or family, or where you went to college, or just somewhere where you feel supported, or there's somebody there that can help you if you need it. If they're in another state, then that is what I would recommend. But if I wouldn't move to another state if you didn't know another soul, you know, as long as there is support there in that other state. And until the uh, divorce is settled, I wouldn't move to another state, just for ease and convenience and being there just in case it's necessary for you to be somewhere in person. You don't want to have to be traveling back and forth. And, that's my little 2 cents. How about you, ladies?
She says they're in another state, which could be confusing because
I, I
where is
think
the divorce action going to be?
Yeah, I think she meant her family.
Oh, okay, good. Woo. Terry, did you want to go? Excuse me for interrupting.
Well, what they're showing me is they have her on the stage. They have her moving to the right. And when I see things move to the right, that means it's going to the future. So that's good. She's not mired in the past. So that is a very good sign. But I do see that they're showing me that you feel a little lost and a little scared. And I see your team, especially angels on your team, surrounding you and kind of guiding you. They're kind of like in a V shape behind you and beside you, kind of guiding you forward and letting you know that things are going to be okay. And what they're telling me is you are the mistress of your life. You are the mistress of this path. What we'd like you to do is take some time and to imagine what you want this next part of your life to look like. So, in a lot of ways, what they're encouraging you to do is to manifest this, to manifest what you want to have happen, and to even leave open places in that for where you're not sure. Like you don't know where you want to live right now, but you do know that you want to maybe live in a certain manner or have a certain amount of support. And so they want you to start imagining this and start writing it down. So it will be like manifestation. And they are with you. They want you to be looking forward because they're showing me that there's like a little light, a little orb in front of you. And this little orb is guiding you on. There is light and hope coming. You just have to trust yourself and trust your guidance and keep moving forward. Okay, that's what I got.
Beautiful. Yeah, when I tuned in, I was getting kind of the same thing. The first thing I thought, or the first thoughts that came to me were to check in and see if there's a legal aid or some nonprofit for helping women during these times of transition. Get as much information as you can there. I know that alimony and family law are different state to state. So I don't know it would be like one of the things you could do is to go on to your state's Department of Justice. And at least in Minnesota, where I am, they have a big thing. If you go to the family law section, there's a bunch of like nonprofits and resources. See if there's any resources that could help you understand what you need to do and what you're going through. Then when I went to the cards, let's see. Oh, and then I also saw an image of you on a bicycle going up and down hills. So it's like, yeah, this is a challenge, but you've got it in you. It's not going to be easy, but you can pump up and down up those hills, and then there's going to be easier parts and harder parts. But it's like, this is a doable thing for you, even though it's daunting. When I went to the cards, I got the Four of Swords. And this is often referred to as, yeah, you kind of need to take a period of rest and kind of pull back. But I think it's also, some people say, this is also the night that's sleeping well before battle. So like, take some time to yourself to strengthen yourself before you're going through this challenge. So take good care of yourself that way. I also got the chickadee, who is this wonderful little bird, who's a pretty tiny little bird, but is very, very brave. And if you've ever been scolded by a chickadee, you would know that. They'll come and in the wintertime, eat right out of your hand because it's like, I'm not afraid of you. I just want that food. So be like the chickadee and go for what you need and what you want so that things are fair in the settlement. It says the time is right to release old patterns and energies, and you're ready to embrace change. So as difficult as this is, see it as a change that you're going to see that's going to be for your highest good. And that's exactly what my last card said. The 11 Archangel of Constance, bring heaven to earth. This is a big and in some ways difficult change, but you, through your attitude, can skew it toward your highest possible good. And it'll be in the long term, you're looking back on it, there's a great potential for you to say it's good that it happened. It was a hard thing, but you can do it. You're seeing 11 everywhere. Yeah, that's the angels are definitely with you. We wish you the very best.
Thank you, Mama Merritt. And of course, everything is, please do take it with a grain of salt. This is a spiritual guidance. We are not professionals. Please seek the proper lawyers and professionals for detailed advice.
Yeah.
But we were happy to look into it spiritually and energetically for you. All the best to you, Bama. Okay, so Elise is next. Elise is next. She said, what past life wound is affecting this life and how can I heal it? That was the first time I've read it. Let's see.
Yeah.
What past life wound is it? It's not always a wound. So I don't. This might be actually, at least this might be much more involved, much more of a complex question for a quick. I didn't even read your question. I was reading everybody else's. So, Elise, maybe we can do this on a past life mini reading event, or maybe a private reading. But I think that this might be just a little too involved for what we're doing today. If you ladies don't mind, I'm going to make that call. But thank you very much, Elise. If you want to ask a different question, something that we can answer in, the 5-minute kind of a time, just to be fair for everybody else, because we have a lot of other people that would like to get a question too. So sorry about that. I didn't even read it until now.
I got just a really quick thing for her. When I tuned in, I saw a pea shooter and a pogo stick. And it came to me that in something about the other lives, you were just kind of playing around. You were taking it seriously. And so this life you're taking things more. It's like maybe you're going through harder challenges or something like that. But I get the idea that you need to take things the challenges that come up more seriously. I don't know. That's just what came to me.
Mm. So she does want a general reading, and that's okay, Elise. It's just I don't, for some reason I didn't want to. Well, it's a lot more involved, and I wouldn't be honoring your energy or my energy without doing the proper investigation with you. You know what I mean? So let's just do a general reading for Elise. Go ahead. Do you have something, Joan?
Well, I guess that'll be my general one, the
Oh,
Pogoska
okay.
to take things a little more seriously.
So, Elise, what I'm feeling for you is I feel as though your spiritual growth is accelerating at this time. I do feel as though you have more questions than answers. And I do feel as though you're having experiences and signs, synchronicities, and like resonance that is allowing you to let go of some of the older patterns that you used to have and moving forward in your heart space. I see you moving with conviction. I see you moving forward with conviction, with excitement and adventure. I see that there's something sort of that is sparked inside of you that you are just, it brings you so much joy to look into this and find out and uncover more and more and more. And this is what I feel like you're answering your calling. This is your calling that you're searching for. And that's what I feel for you, Elise.
Wow. So, Elise, this is what I got for you. I saw you standing there with your spiritual team, and you look like light is coming off of you. It looks very like rainbows and very, very iridescent. This light is coming off. And then I saw you reach up with both hands and grab the flow of spirit and wrap your hand around it and grab it. Both of them, you wrapped your hands around it and going forward. And so to me, this says trust. Trust that we have your very best interest in mind. Trust that we're going to pull you in the right direction. But it also says other things to me. I'm a horse person. I love horses. And one thing I would never do is wrap my hand around a lead rope because you're going to get jerked. That horse is going to take off and you're not going to be able to do anything about it. So they're also telling me several things about you, that you have courage to wrap your hand around spirit and let it take you forward. And it also means that you just need to trust. You need to trust that spirit has your very best interest in mind. So please think about that they're showing me that you have great courage and great trust. And even if there is a wound in your life, you're in this life right now and you can move forward. So thank you so much for letting us read with that, but go with your courage, go with that trust.
She says, wow, thank you. Yep, there's a lot there. There's a lot there, Elise. Good for you. Good for you. And is Peggy Wright still here? Peggy, are you still here? Please say hello. And also Hyper Smooth. Is Hyper Smooth still here? Please say hello. Peggy Wright. She was just here not too long ago. And Hyper Smooth. Are either of you here? We only can take maybe one more, I would say. But is Donna McCormick still here? Donna McCormick. Let me see. I don't know. I'm not
Hyper Smooth
seeing
is here.
anything. Hyper Smooth is here.
Yay.
She was drying her hands. She was doing the dishes. I tell you, I walk around with these earbuds on and then I have to run find my phone. I'm like, where's my phone? Where's my phone? I can just imagine it. I know you guys are busy. You can't just do one thing. All right. Thank you, Hyper Smooth. So she says finances have been tough. And while I've been working on a writing project for TV, do you see the writing project leading to more work?
Can I jump in real fast?
Yeah, sure.
I think it does. I think things are going to be, here we have the Seven of Pentacles. And this is guy who's like, it's a lot of work and he's kind of taking a rest now, but look at all those pentacles there. So it's a tough job to raise all those pentacles. And if you keep at it, it's going to bear fruit. I also got the Kingfisher, that wonderful bluebird, which was the one that Noah sent out from the ark, and it came back with proof, a little twig in its mouth showing that they were close to land. And it says, prosperity is flowing. Have faith that you will receive it in perfect form. So those are two cards that are saying yes. And the last one from the angel deck is the Archangel of Joy. Prioritize play and pleasure. So it's sort of a crazy one, but she's just kind of going nuts. She's just having so much fun there. So I would say, yeah, keep working on it. Don't spend too much time resting on and watching things grow. But yeah, I think things are going to be good.
Yeah. I also tuned in with my pendulum real quick to ask. And also when I just tuned in to your energy, I get a yes, that this, not only will this, what you're working on be successful, it will help you get more engagement, or that you get to do more of this and will make more money. But they also, there's something, they just keep kind of tapping at my shoulder, kind of saying, there's more here, more here. And it has to do with your muse. When you're writing creatively like you're doing, you are using a muse. And so that muse would be part of your spirit team. So I would encourage you to do a little meditation, start meeting with your spirit team and try to meet that muse, or try to understand it. I think it can be a little bit different working with them. They're not exactly like our angels and our guides. They're having us follow a different story. And I think sometimes it can be hard matching both of those paths. But go ahead and maybe do a little bit more meditation, tap into that muse, tap into your spirit guide team, and get a little extra help for this. That's what I got.
Beautiful. So Hyper Smooth, I feel when I tap into the spirit guides are letting me know that you have a bottomless container of stories, creativity, projects, situations, all of your writing it comes from a different place and time, but it is endless. And it's almost like if you work on more than one project, um, they'll all be done all at the same time. And they want you not to worry about the ones that come out and it's like done in 3 days, and you're like, that's the whole story. That's the end, and that's okay. And I don't know if you've ever had that happen. Like you had a scenario and you figured out what the end was, but now you have to build the story and backtrack through it. But I do feel as though these things are going to be coming through in a little bit like downloads, like all at once, and you get the whole picture. Now you have to like piece it together and figure it out and work on it so that's presentable, or in the format that you use. But I do feel as though you may even have some things that you're not using that you think, oh, they're not good enough. No, they are. I feel like there's going to be more and more and more, and you're just going to have like 10 projects all at once. I don't know if you're an author too, but I do see that some of this, you're going to be an author. Um, and you may also be like a ghostwriter. I see you doing like 3 things simultaneously, but all successfully. And it's like when you're tired of one, because it's sort of like you're out of ideas or you're out of words, then you can put that down, walk over here and start this one, and you're refreshed and renewed, and you can begin with that. It's because of the way that the story tires out a little bit, and you have to let it rest and marinate. But it's just like if you're reading a book and watching a movie and then you go and do something else. As long as it's a different subject or a different scenario and you're thinking about something different, it won't be so taxing on you. So she says, wow, spot on. Hopefully you have more irons in the fire, right? So, and they don't want you to worry about the money. I know that everybody does, and that's what we have to live, right? But what they want you to do is to focus on your creativity and getting whatever it is that's inside of you out on paper, and then worry about how to, you may have to shuffle things around a little bit, but all the best to you, Hyper Smooth. That was wonderful. Aw. Hi, Ellen G. Nice to see you. Cindy and Sanitas is here. Mercy 73 is here. Krista LJ is here. Nice to see you all. Thank you all for being here. We are at the top of the hour, and Peggy Wright never did come back. Peggy Wright, did she ever come back?
No, I didn't either.
Looking to see if we have a quick one. Let me see. Tracy B, are you still here? Tracy B, are you still here? Bionic leg. Bionic leg. I love that. Look at this bionic leg. Hi, bionic leg. Are you really with Jamie Summers? Is that who it is? The bionic woman. That's so cute. You make me laugh. Thank you for coming. Bionic leg. That's cute. Mar Dominguez is here. Yep, you're going to have to, Hypersmith said, I'm going to save this video for future guidance. Absolutely. Play it over and over and over again. Yep.
When you were talking, Jean, I kept thinking about that card with the gardener and all the pentacles. I think it was the 7 or 9 of pentacles or something. And those are like perennials. All the work she's doing now will be bearing fruit for a long time, every year.
Yep. And I got the author thing too.
For writing books.
Yeah, they can switch between what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you everybody for being here. And I just want to thank Terry and Wisdom, Terry Suzuki from Kigiru Spiritual Journeys and Wisdom Seeker Joan for joining us today. And thank you all for being here. I'm sorry we couldn't get to all of the questions. There were so many questions and it just goes by so quickly. So, but we really do value all of your questions. And I know that it's hard to stay. I was calling people, but you have to move on And I understand that. So if you're here and you see us next time, let me see. I will be, let me go back to April. I'll be on Friday. I have Bridget from Bridget Ross, the healer, and I are going to be doing some readings with some light language. She does light language, and then I'll be on with Ginger. Yeah, so I'll be on Friday, Saturday, Sunday if you want to come up. Are you going to be on this weekend anytime, Joan?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
And I'm going to be out and about, and for the next, I want to say at least a month, I'll just be doing pop-ups.
Oh, very
That sounds
nice.
fun. Oh, look, there's
Talk about pop-ups. Here's Butterfly. Hi, Butterfly. Nice to see you. Scott Scorpio Sun Tarot is here. Look who I have with me, Scott. Joan, she's
yes.
here.
I'm sorry I didn't make it the other day. Things have been kind of crazy, but next time around.
Christine Thomas is here. Nice to see you. Bionic leg. That's gonna last. That's gonna make me smile every time I see it. Yeah, thank you all for stopping by. And that will be the show for today, everybody. Thank you all for coming. Thank you again for all the moderators, all of the members, and especially my two co-hosts here, my beautiful readers. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And we will see you again really soon. Take care.
Bye.
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 Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks again. Bye.